Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, The Perspectives of the Bible. We are genuinely thrilled to have the privilege of sharing this space with each of you once again for another enlightening episode filled with rich discussions and profound insights. If you possess a keen interest in peeling back the numerous layers of meaning found within religious texts and are on a journey toward a deeper understanding of their significance, we wholeheartedly invite you to take a moment to click that subscribe button. Your support through likes doesn't just bring immense joy to our team, it is crucial for helping us extend our community and spread the wisdom we all cherish. Furthermore, remember to activate the notification bell to ensure you're always informed and never miss out on our engaging discussions, intriguing analyses, and thoughtful explorations. Today, we are embarking on an engaging and significant journey that will transport us deep into the heart of our topic: gender perspectives, women's influence in biblical texts. From the very beginning of the biblical narrative, we encounter a profound revelation that often goes unnoticed. Women are not simply background figures. Rather, they occupy integral positions within the story, influencing its progression and development in vital ways. Through these significant characters, we see their pivotal roles in shaping the narrative, the history, and the evolution of biblical events. Together, we will delve into a thorough examination of these women's lives, their remarkable influence, and the often unrecognized yet essential contributions they made to the sacred scriptures that many hold dear to their hearts today. The Torah, which lays down the foundational bedrock for law, ethics, and societal structure in ancient Israel, frequently depicts women as critical figures in the ancestral lineage and heritage of the people. For instance, consider Sarah, the wife of Abraham. She was not merely a matriarch. She emerged as a monumental figure who bore Isaac, the very individual through whom the covenant God established was gloriously fulfilled. Yet, Sarah's narrative transcends a simple tale of motherhood. Instead, she embodies the intricate balance between unwavering faith and the natural human experience of doubt and uncertainty. Throughout her journey, she demonstrated immense strength, resilience, and vulnerability, making her story all the more relatable and relevant across generations. As we explore further into these sacred texts, it becomes impossible to overlook the significant role played by Miriam, the sister of Moses and Aaron. Miriam stands out not only as a wise leader and a gifted prophetess, but also as a pivotal influence during the Exodus narrative, a defining moment in the history of Israel. By leading the women in joyous song following the miraculous crossing of the Red Sea, she played an invaluable role in affirming God's salvation and delivering powerful messages of deep gratitude and praise. Miriam's actions ripple through time, emphasizing the indispensable role that women have played in shaping the faith, identity, and community ethos of their society. Moreover, the narratives of other exceptional women such as Ruth and Esther continue to captivate us with their enduring significance. Their stories span cultures, transcending time and carrying weighty meaning across various religious traditions. Ruth, a Moabite woman, exemplified unwavering loyalty and steadfast love, which ultimately led to her crucial participation in the ancestry of King David, a legacy that has profound implications within Jewish and Christian traditions alike. On the other hand, Esther navigated treacherous political landscapes with exceptional bravery, risking her own position to save her people from destruction. Her story powerfully showcases that a woman's voice can act as a catalyst for monumental change and transformation, impacting the course of history itself. The influence of women within biblical texts doesn't conclude with the Old Testament. It remains powerful and profound as we transition into the New Testament. Mary, the mother of Jesus, embodies maternal devotion alongside unparalleled courage as she embraces the divine calling on her life. Additionally, women such as Mary Magdalene emerge as pivotal figures during the crucifixion. They were among the first to discover the empty tomb, ultimately becoming the initial bearers of the resurrection message. This testament underscores the essential roles these women played in the establishment of the early church and the Christian faith as a whole. Today, we're going to explore these profound stories in much greater detail, uncovering how women in the Bible were not simply marginalized figures, but rather dynamic, complex, and influential forces whose impacts on faith and culture resonate deeply within our narratives. Join us as we pay homage to and celebrate these remarkable women, delve into their rich histories, and highlight their significant legacies within the biblical texts and in the context of modern understandings of gender roles within faith traditions. As our exploration continues into the multifaceted gender perspectives presented within the Bible, it becomes absolutely imperative to take a moment to examine and re-examine the remarkable, often transformative roles played by women throughout biblical narratives. Women in these texts often challenge societal norms, breaking free from the expectations placed upon them and asserting their agency in profound manners. One particularly striking example that rises to the forefront is that of Deborah, a courageous judge and prophetess who served her people during a time marked by intense oppression and struggle against foreign enemies. Deborah exemplifies wisdom, a strong moral compass, and effective leadership. She provided guidance and direction, steering her people through the challenging days they faced. Her story powerfully challenges traditional expectations that society held about women at that time, showcasing that leadership, divine inspiration, and influential roles can manifest through compassion, intellect, and a capacity for initiative, often in ways that the prevailing society overlooked and dismissed. Diving deeper into the intricate web of female empowerment, we encounter the story of Ruth. Her unwavering loyalty and fierce determination consistently transcend cultural boundaries and societal expectations. The Book of Ruth showcases not just her deep commitment to family and kin, reflecting selfless love. It emphasizes her monumental role in the lineage leading to King David and, subsequently, to the genealogy of Jesus Christ. Ruth serves as a dazzling example of how the experiences and deliberate choices of women significantly shape the course of biblical history, demonstrating that their narratives are just as vital and transformative as those of their male counterparts within these sacred texts. As our exploration progresses further into these narratives, it's essential to illuminate the compelling personal journey of Esther, who, during a time of unimaginable fear and crisis, stepped courageously into a perilous role to save her people from annihilation. Her bravery and strategic thinking were not simply acts of individual heroism, they carried consequences that resonated throughout her community and beyond. Esther's narrative richly celebrates her wisdom, cleverness, and bravery, asserting once again that women in the Bible frequently emerge as agents of change, catalyzing critical events that ultimately alter the trajectory of entire nations. In reflecting on her narrative, we are invited to consider the moral courage that characterizes Esther's journey. Her story serves as a vital reminder of the significance of standing against injustice, not just in her time, but as an enduring lesson that resonates through modern society, underscoring the agency women wield in influencing social contexts. Moreover, as we shift our focus to the New Testament, we are introduced to prominent women like Mary Magdalene and the Virgin Mary, both of whom hold considerable significance within the life, ministry, and mission of Jesus Christ. Mary Magdalene is frequently recognized as the first witness to the resurrection, a powerful acknowledgement that underscores the importance of women's voices in laying the very foundation of Christianity. In a similar vein, the Virgin Mary embodies themes of purity, unwavering strength, and the essence of motherhood, reflecting themes of sacrificial love, unwavering commitment, and profound faith that resonate deeply within the Christian faith. These narratives collectively signify that the biblical landscape is saturated with female influence and leadership. The diverse stories we encounter resonate deeply with the understanding that traditions surrounding gender roles have indeed evolved throughout centuries, often to the detriment of accurately acknowledging and valuing the impactful deeds and contributions of women in sacred history. By highlighting these dynamics, we have a profound opportunity to reshape our understanding of biblical texts and their far-reaching implications for gender perspectives within faith communities today. As we delve even deeper into these narratives, it becomes increasingly clear that women in the Bible are not merely passive figures represented on the pages of Scripture. Rather, they actively engage with and even influence their surroundings, embodying resilience, strength, and bravery in various forms. This broader recognition not only enriches our understanding, but also empowers us to adopt a more nuanced interpretation, one that honors the multifaceted contributions of women and firmly establishes their voices as essential within a fuller understanding of biblical texts and the teachings of faith as they resonate into contemporary discourse. Next, let's take a closer look at the intricate relationships and dynamics that play significant roles in our understanding of these compelling female figures throughout biblical texts. The often complex interactions between male and female characters illuminate underlying messages regarding equality, respect, and mutual partnership threaded throughout their stories. One profound example lies in the deeply impactful relationship between Ruth and Naomi, which provides an inspiring illustration of female loyalty, unwavering love, and steadfast support. In a society predominantly characterized by patriarchal norms, the bond between Ruth and Naomi powerfully showcases how women can uplift and empower one another, even amidst daunting societal challenges and obstacles. Their partnership speaks volumes about the ways women can collaborate, support each other, and strengthen one another throughout their individual journeys. Extending our comprehension further, we can reflect on the remarkable story of Miriam, the sister of Moses. Miriam's audacious leadership during the Exodus illustrates that women were not simply passive observers to momentous historical narratives. Instead, they played crucial roles in pivotal events that significantly shaped their community's identity and faith. Her powerful song of victory after the miraculous crossing of the Red Sea not only celebrates divine deliverance, but also positions her as a prominent voice in her community's spiritual narrative. This dynamic establishes a recurring theme resonating throughout the Bible. Women are not passive participants. They embody active influencers in both their faith journeys and in the broader historical context of their communities. Now looking toward the New Testament, we encounter influential women such as Priscilla, who actively participated in the early church's foundational activities alongside her husband Aquila. Their collaborative partnership not only challenges the prevailing stereotypes about gender roles, but also enriches our understanding of early Christian communities and their dynamics. This partnership emphasizes the critical importance of collaboration amongst genders in theological education, community outreach, and leadership roles during their tireless efforts to spread the gospel across those early societies. Moreover, many letters penned by Paul include references to women who played significant roles in ministry and leadership during this transformative period in early church history. For example, Phoebe is recognized as a deaconess, while Eunia is uniquely acclaimed as notable among the apostles, emphasizing their contributions in ministry and effectively challenging the narrative of female subordination in society. Such references highlight a narrative of partnership and equality in ministry roles that was particularly significant during that formative period in the early church. In addition to examining these individual stories, it is of utmost importance to recognize the larger narrative arc encompassing women's roles throughout the entirety of Scripture. By exploring the broader themes of empowerment, agency, and resilience that interweave through these narratives, we obtain a far more nuanced understanding, allowing us to confront historical misinterpretations that have consistently marginalized the contributions of women to various faith communities. As we begin to piece together these rich narratives, it becomes increasingly evident that by adopting a gender-informed lens, we can authentically appreciate the richness and fullness of the biblical text. Embracing its diverse voices and perspectives interwoven throughout its pages instills a powerful motivation to foster a more inclusive dialogue surrounding gender issues that remain pertinent in contemporary religious practices, bridging the ancient wisdom of Scripture with present-day experiences and evolving understandings of gender dynamics. Understanding the gender perspectives embedded within biblical texts extends far beyond simply recognizing and acknowledging the vast array of stories concerning women. Rather, it challenges us to rethink and explore how these timeless narratives resonate within our modern world. The tales of influential women such as Deborah, Ruth, and Mary actively engage with contemporary discussions surrounding gender equality, not only within religious contexts, but also in broader secular spaces. Their powerful narratives inspire essential discussions regarding the roles that women can and should play in ministries today. They encourage inclusive practices that empower women to embrace leadership and teaching roles within their respective faith communities, moving well beyond the traditional confines that have, for far too long, limited their involvement and contributions. In addition, closely examining the roles of women in the biblical narrative compels us to confront the pervasive structures of patriarchy that have historically influenced scriptural interpretation. For instance, perspectives around the role of women in ministry often stem from selective readings of Scripture that highlight passages which underscore male authority while neglecting passages that celebrate the invaluable contributions women have made throughout history. As modern believers seeking truth, we are called, now more than ever, to engage in thoughtful and critical scholarship that honors every voice represented within Scripture. Advocating for a profound understanding of theology that sincerely and fully recognizes the valuable insights women are capable of bringing to the realms of faith and spirituality. This urgent call for inclusiveness remains vital, particularly in a world where many communities still grapple with glaring issues regarding systemic inequality and marginalization. Supporting the notion that women can and should serve as leaders, educators, and influential participants in their various roles can genuinely transform faith communities. It encourages us to acknowledge and embrace the full scope and multifaceted nature of God's design, which promotes mutual respect, empowerment, and collaborative efforts among all believers, irrespective of gender differences and barriers. Furthermore, as we closely examine biblical texts through a gender-focused lens, we begin to uncover how different interpretations have the potential to lead to varying teachings centered on gender roles and responsibilities within church practices. This heightened awareness can spur essential dialogue concerning the importance of crafting a theology that uplifts and values all genders. Such development ensures that everyone can thrive in their unique spiritual journeys, reflecting the diverse expressions of our faith while fostering vibrant dialogues about faith issues that transcend the conventional gender disparities. Drawing inspiration from the immense strength and resilience displayed by biblical women, contemporary faith communities are actively challenged to reconceptualize their approaches to inclusivity. Such endeavors create spaces where women can freely express and utilize their God-given gifts and unique contributions, fostering a vibrant and thriving faith community where everyone's input is recognized and valued. The ability to envision a church structure that is enriched through diverse voices cultivates a dynamic faith community that mirrors the fuller character of God, who has wonderfully created both male and female in his image and likeness, honorably recognizing each individual's unique contributions. In conclusion, examining the influence of women in the Bible prompts us to open our minds to the depth that exists within the biblical text and to thoughtfully consider its vast implications for modern discussions surrounding gender and equality. Through studying these narratives, we uncover a vibrant tapestry of faith that echoes the strength, wisdom, and courage of women throughout history, guiding us toward a more equitable and empowering future for believers of all backgrounds and identities. As we approach the end of our exploration into gender perspectives and the profound influence of women recorded in biblical texts, it is crucial to take a moment to recognize the multifaceted roles that these remarkable women embraced throughout the narratives of the Bible. These vibrant stories not only reveal their colossal impact on faith traditions, but also underscore their incredible strength, resilience, and wisdom in navigating the intensely patriarchal societies that often sought to confine them. Women such as Deborah, Ruth, and Hannah are embodiments of remarkable virtues, and they challenge conventional expectations that resonate with both ancient audiences and modern readers alike. Deborah stands out as a celebrated leader and judge, embodying the powerful message that divine guidance can indeed surpass traditional roles imposed by society based on gender. Ruth's extraordinary loyalty and unwavering commitment invite us to expand our understanding of love, kinship, and familial bonds beyond the constraints of social expectations and oppressive norms. Hannah's heartfelt prayer introduces themes of motherhood and divine intervention, providing solace for many who have been challenged in their personal journeys surrounding motherhood, faith, and spirituality. The strong presence of these intelligent, courageous women continuously challenges readers of all backgrounds to reconsider their preconceived notions surrounding gender roles within religious contexts. The Bible is ultimately not a monolithic text serving solely to highlight male narratives. It is a rich tapestry filled with diverse perspectives and experiences that genuinely reflect the complexities of human life. Now, more than ever, it is crucial to engage critically with these texts, contemplating how they can inform and enrich contemporary discussions about gender and equality within both religious and social frameworks. Furthermore, reinterpreting these timeless stories with a lens of gender responsiveness aids in amplifying and uplifting the often overlooked voices of women within religious discourse. This engagement encourages us to honor their invaluable contributions to both historical and modern faith discussions. The focus on inclusivity in contemporary biblical scholarship emphasizes the essential need for communities of faith to embrace the insights and teachings of women, equally valuing them alongside the patriarchal narratives that have largely dominated interpretations through the centuries. Ultimately, our understanding of the Bible becomes exponentially richer, deeper, and more meaningful when we acknowledge the critical roles and unique perspectives of women throughout its scriptures. This essential acknowledgement fosters important dialogue about gender equality and justice, emboldening future generations, both women and men, to lead the charge for a more inclusive interpretation of faith. As we dive deeply into these transformative texts, let us strive to honor and uplift the voices of women, ensuring they claim their rightful place alongside their male counterparts within the sacred narrative, reinforcing the rich tapestry of biblical storytelling that enhances our shared history. Exploring the profound influence of women in biblical texts indeed reveals their historical context, but it actively challenges us to engage in truthful conversations about equity, justice, and faith amid today's rapidly evolving landscape. By deciphering and understanding these powerful narratives, we invite all individuals, regardless of gender, to contribute to a richer, more vibrant understanding of spirituality that enhances us all, ultimately fostering an environment where every voice is heard and appreciated, contributing meaningfully to a broader understanding of faith and community. In reflecting on the long-lasting impact of women's stories in the Bible and their relevance in contemporary society, it is vitally important to consider their representation and roles in various religious practices faced by believers worldwide. Many faith communities continue grappling with how to honor women's significant contributions without relegating them to marginalized positions, thereby sidelining their crucial voices in matters of faith and community matters. Inspirational movements unfolding across the globe highlight women leaders who are courageously stepping out from the shadows of history to claim their rightful space within religious leadership roles. From ordained ministers to influential theologians and revered professors, women are stepping boldly into roles that have traditionally been dominated by men, offering fresh perspectives and invaluable insights that enhance our understanding of the scripture while enriching the dynamics of church operations. The increasing recognition of female voices within these sacred spheres illustrates the progress and evolution taking place within many faith traditions. However, the journey toward achieving genuine equity and full representation remains an ongoing endeavor, requiring continued vigilance, advocacy, and the willingness to challenge ingrained norms. Each generation carries the critical responsibility of advocating for the rights, acknowledgement, and empowerment of women, not solely within religious contexts, but also across the entire spectrum of societal structures. The ability to re-examine biblical narratives in ways that extract relevant lessons for our time opens meaningful avenues for fostering inclusive dialogue for all genders and enhancing mutual understanding and harmonious coexistence. Moreover, engaged community interaction plays a central role in realizing these much-needed changes. Initiating broader conversations about gender equality within scriptural interpretation among men, women, and children can help foster a unified effort to achieve healing, understanding, and collective growth. Programs focused on mentorship, outreach, and education within congregations can significantly promote gender balance in leadership, actively empowering individuals from diverse backgrounds to discover their God-given potential alongside their unique contributions to community life and spiritual growth. As we pave the path toward more comprehensive engagement with Scripture, it is vital to remember that the Bible was written within a specific cultural and historical context that profoundly shaped its narratives. By applying contemporary frameworks that include critical gender perspectives, we can always continue to uncover layers of meaning that enrich both academia and personal faith journeys. Such reflection facilitates our understanding of spiritual leadership and advances broader social justice movements, connecting the essence of faith with transformative action while transcending mere theoretical discourse. So as we conclude today's integrative discussion, we challenge you to reflect deeply on how you, too, can engage with Scripture meaningfully in a way that honors all voices represented within its pages. We encourage you to instigate meaningful conversations that cultivate understanding and empower those around you to critically explore these narratives. Challenge assumptions, educate not only yourself but also those around you, and most importantly, champion the powerful notion that faith transcends gender and that every voice is cherished in the grand, beautiful tapestry of spirituality, creating a harmonious existence where every individual is valued. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey as we have thoroughly explored gender perspectives and the remarkable influence of women outlined within biblical texts. We encourage you to engage in deep reflection upon the stories shared in these sacred scriptures and to consider how these narratives might resonate within your own personal experience of faith and community life. The powerful narratives of women such as Miriam, Esther, and Mary possess invaluable lessons for us, teaching us about courage, resilience, unwavering tenacity, and the paramount importance of inclusion within our communities of believers in today's society. These exemplary stories serve to inspire and guide individuals and community groups alike toward deeper understanding and mutual respect for one another. Today's exploration has illuminated the paramount importance of interpreting biblical texts through a gender-inclusive lens. It is through such interpretations that we are empowered to uncover powerful narratives and the diverse experiences represented in sacred scripture, enabling richer discussions about faith, morality, ethics, and the sustained relevance of these teachings in contemporary life. This dialogue confronts traditional norms while simultaneously encouraging us to remain fully open-minded regarding the myriad interpretations of these sacred teachings that speak to our modern existence and personal spiritual journeys. As you conclude your viewing of this informative video, we warmly invite you to engage actively with your own faith community. Share the illuminating insights you've gleaned from our discussion, initiating meaningful conversations about women's vital roles in your local church or spiritual assembly. Don't shy away from discussing nuanced interpretations of biblical texts. Doing so might shine a much-needed light on voices that have, for too long, remained overlooked and undervalued. Encouraging these dynamic dialogues can create valuable pathways toward genuine change, promoting inclusivity, equity, and understanding within faith communities that are in serious need of such engagement. The future of faith, all enriched with diverse perspectives and vibrant voices, holds immense promise and potential. We each maintain the power to profoundly reshape religious narratives for generations to come, ensuring that all voices, including those of women, are indeed heard, valued, and included in meaningful conversations surrounding both faith and community. As we thoughtfully close our time together, remember this: the path to equity within religious contexts begins with each of us wholeheartedly embracing our roles as advocates for inclusivity. Continue to explore profound themes, seek a deeper understanding, and foster conversations uplifting every single voice represented in our communities. Let us collectively celebrate the unique legacy of women in the Bible, encouraging future generations to learn, grow, and innovate within their own spiritual journeys while fostering active community engagement. If you've enjoyed this extensive discussion, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and actively share your thoughts in the comments below. We genuinely want to hear how gender perspectives have influenced your personal interpretation of biblical texts and how you envision these narratives shaping future dialogue. Until next time, continue seeking the profound wisdom embedded within these sacred, time-honored stories, allowing them to inspire and guide